أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وسلم. Chair, commissioners, lead counsel, assistant counsel, viewers and listeners, members of the press, good morning and welcome back to our daily proceedings of this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. For our next item on our today's agenda, I now have the honor to yield the floor to Madam Chair. Madam Chair, over to you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. I will call on Honorable Sila to lead us in Muslim prayers and Honorable Joyner to lead us in Christian prayers. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ بالفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر حاسد إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ بالناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر وسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord God, may nothing separate us from you today. Teach us how to choose only your way, so each step we take will lead us closer to you. Help us walk by the word and not by our feelings. Help us to keep our heart pure and undivided. This we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Please call the witness.
Good morning, Mr. Witness. Mr. Witness, welcome back. You may kindly take your seat. Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters, may I remind you that you are still under oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair. Thank you. Madam Chair, I hand over the witness to you.
Good morning, Mr. Jawara.
Yes, good morning.
You're welcome back.
Thank you.
I do hope you had your breakfast.
Pardon?
I do hope you had your breakfast.
Yeah.
All right. Council, we may proceed.
Good morning, Commissioner Silla, Joyner, Commissioner Fal, Commissioner Sayan, Honorable Chairperson, good morning.
Good morning.
Honorable PS, good morning. So Jawara, how are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Yes, we were going through your statement, your cash book as well, from 2020. We found out that it appears that there were revenue that you've collected,
Yes.
and you have a GTR receipt for,
Yeah.
but we have not seen bank deposit slips or bank paying slip.
Okay.
Can you explain why you will have a GTR without a bank slip?
Okay. Normally, when we deposit our monies to bank,
Yes.
we take the bank slip to the principal cashier,
Yes.
and then we'll drop the bank's slips there, and then he will receipt us. Then we'll staple that receipt on our books, on our cash books, and go home with it.
Yes, but I'm saying that is what should be done. But apparently, you would sometimes have a GTR without a bank slip. How would you have a GTR without a bank slip? Especially in 2020, when you were paying into the bank, you're supposed to pay to the bank.
I think this was even the starting of would be the starting of this machine, the devices that we had. We were not briefed that if you come from bank, you must not drop all your bank slips with Canton or with the principal cashier. Then you have to take some bank slip, and then you attach them to the receipt that will be given to you by the principal cashier.
I don't understand. Please be more clear. I don't understand what you are saying. You are briefed. You are not briefed to do what?
I said previously, during at the starting of this process,
Yes.
when we deposit our monies to bank,
Yes.
they would give us the bank, the deposit slips.
Yes.
Those receipts, you take it to the principal cashier, you drop it there, and he will receipt you. That receipt is what is going to be attached to your cash book.
Yes.
Yes.
Now,
But
go ahead. Go ahead. Proceed.
Yeah, that's it.
No, I'm saying now, why will you have a GTR receipt saying that you have collected a certain amount of money,
Okay.
but you don't have a bank payment to back it up? Do you understand my question?
I understand. This is what I'm explaining. Of course, we have it.
Okay, now let me show you your cash book. I'll give it to you, and I will just give you samples of collections that you have made that we cannot trace in the bank statement. For instance, the page I have turned for you, you'll see a transaction dated the 3rd of April 2020. Have you seen that transaction?
I think this one during those time or during that year.
No. Let's first start with the facts. Have you seen the GTR I'm talking about?
Yes, this GTR.
3rd April 2020. It's in your cash book.
Yes, it's
I've turned the page for you to see. So I will just read the facts to you, and you react to it whether what I am saying is correct. It's for the purpose of the records. Do you see that GTR?
Yes, I've seen it.
And the amount is $8,565?
Yes.
Is there any bank slip?
No,
Why is that?
because previously we are not depositing at the bank.
So in April 2020 you were paying to Mr. Kante?
Yes.
No, but in
As
April
suggest?
2020 they've already introduced the POS machines.
Pardon?
In 2020 they've already introduced the POS machines.
Rate and tax came last in terms of ushering those machines.
Come again?
I said rate and tax department came last in giving out those machines.
When were you given the the POS machines? When were you, Mr. Jawara, given the POS machines?
I couldn't exactly quote the date also, but then we were previously depositing our money directly to council.
Which month in 2020 were you given the POS machine?
I couldn't remember that.
So how would we know whether you were given last or not?
Yes, but I think this slip. is enough to be an evidence because it's from council and it is the logo of Brikama Era Council that that is been stated there.
So this money was paid to Mr. Kante?
Pardon?
That amount was paid to Mr. Kante? It was paid to Mr. Canton Kante?
Mr. Lamin Kante.
Yes, that's Canton Lamin K. Kante.
Yes.
That amount was paid to him.
Well, that's I cannot exactly say it has been deposited to Lamin Canton, but what I'm trying to say here is there was a time that the council was depositing, the revenue, the rate and tax department were depositing in the main office to the principal cashier.
When was this?
Now, this is what I couldn't remember exactly.
Now, but the 8,565 cannot be seen. We cannot see it in the bank statements. Maybe you can. But
okay.
My point is, if it is not in the bank statements, you have a GTR for it. Is it that you must have paid it to the cashier?
This will be in two folds. I either pay it at the bank or I will pay it in in the main office. So in case that we paid it in the council, then this is the this is the receipt that we were given. If it is at the main it will be at the bank. Then we are given a slip. That slip previously at the beginning of this transaction or at the beginning of this system, the system been introduced by Jongha or Jongha's administration. Previously, when we deposit the money to the principal cashier, we will be given this, and then we will drop our bank slip to with him.
The fact is
up to a certain period on a point in time when we were alert that but the system that is going, we need to change it. Then people were trying to change gradually. Then was the time that they'll photocopy a bank slip, leave the original there, and then you take the photocopy one and attach it to your council receipt and you put it on your book.
When do you, Mr. Jawara, start paying to the bank?
I couldn't remember that exactly.
Now, in your cash book, which month can you tell us has a bank paying slip as the start date?
On this receipt here is on the 3rd.
No, I mean you will have a bank paying slip in that cash book. Just pick out the first one, the first month. That will give us an idea. The first deposit slip is which month?
19 February.
19
February.
19 February.
Yes.
Which year?
2021.
2021.
Yes.
But in 2020, Mr. Jawara, all the witnesses, they accepted that the fact that in 2020, when the POS machines were introduced, you were asked to pay the money you collect into the bank.
This is what I'm saying.
No, is that a fact or not?
Well, personally, I couldn't remember, but even I do know I even came last.
Forget you coming last, you coming first, it is irrelevant.
Okay.
Were you given a POS machine in 2020?
This is what I can't remember exactly.
You must remember it, my friend. You have to remember it.
I do not want to tell you
which year
lead
you were
counsel.
given
I do not want to tell you something because I'm already on the court. If I tell you something that I could not remember.
Now to make it easy for you, when you come back, even though we'll proceed with you, you will tell us when you were actually given a machine, which year. Now I'm not asking you about the month, but the year. You can't tell me.
The same year that people were given.
That's 2020.
Okay.
Then why would you start depositing monies into the bank in 2021? Tell me. In June, 22nd June 2020, you have an amount of 8,925.
Okay.
You will see that in the cash book. In fact, to start with, that April, which I've told you, 8,565, 24th April 2020, 7,690. Do you see that?
Yes.
You can write these things down. You can write this amount I'm telling you.
Okay.
5th May 2020, 2,775.
Okay.
4th June 2020, 7,975. In June, you had already long started using the machines. And you have already long been given the instruction to pay the money to the bank. Is that not the case? Is that not the case?
Yeah.
Right? Do you agree? Mr. Jawara?
Pardon?
I am saying in June 2020,
Yes.
the machines were introduced long time ago.
Okay.
No, not okay.
Yes.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
And you would have given an instruction to pay these monies to the bank a long time ago.
Yes.
Yeah, but we have seen these transactions in June that you only have a GTR, which appears to be a legitimate GTR from Mr. Kante, but we can't trace these payments to the bank accounts. Were you paying money to the cashier in June 2020?
In June 2020, actually, I wouldn't know it, but what I do understand is that, at the beginning of this process, as I told you earlier on, that we were not sensitized that whoever comes from the bank, take your bank slip, photocopy it, attach it to Canton's number.
Let me have
the GTR.
Let me have your cash. Now, Mr. Jawara, were you at any point in time called by anyone in the senior management to take the revenue you have collected for a day or so, or a week, or thereabout, to the council for some official use?
No.
You've never had that experience?
No, I never had that.
Now, you'll be given a paper to write these amounts that we have found, so that you will provide us with information about it.
Okay.
Yes, so the first amount, Mr. Jawara.
Excuse me.
3rd April 2020. 8,565. You have 24th April 2020, 7,690.
What? Pardon?
24th April 2020, 7,690.
2020.
Yes, sir.
7,000.
690. You have 4th June 2020, 7,975.
7,000.
975.
975.
22nd June 2020, 8,925. Yes. So that's it for now. And we have seen as well, there were collections that you have recorded in your cash book in the year 2021, but we have not seen any receipt. You have recorded for Thursday, 10th June 2021. Monies that were collected from Robert Akhurst, Babu Jaju, Demba Jaju, Sang Mendi, Murid Tada Job, Abdurrahman Jalo, and the list goes on. There are so many collections here that you don't have a receipt for. You have the amount that you have collected, but we did not see Any receipt, GTR receipt or bank payment slip. Mr. Bojang, please hand this over to the witness. You have seen that, sir?
Excuse me. This is the, okay.
Have you seen?
Yes,
You have seen it?
yes. That's the receipt here.
What is your answer?
The receipt for those three pages is amounting to 16,910. 16,950.
910. Let me see.
16,950.
Yes. 950.
16,950.
Okay, let me see that, please. Now, that's correct. But you have an amount of 28,725 on the 9th June 2021. Yes. You have a GTR receipt on the 10th of June 2021 for $27,000. But on the 9th June 2021, we have seen 28,725 recorded. Can you please explain that?
To explain what?
Just have your cash book and I will tell you what our doubt is. Yes, your recordings on the 9th, that amount, 28,000, is it 925?
Yes.
What is that amount for?
Where does that amount?
What is that total for?
That was a rough work.
Rough work?
Yes.
I don't understand what you mean by rough work.
The real total amount accumulated for that particular week is $27,000.
So what is the 28,925
That's
for?
what I'm saying. That one is a rough work.
Rough work. Please explain to us what you mean by rough work.
It is not the real one that is officially taken.
I don't understand. Why would you have a total that is not official?
Pardon?
Why will you have a total that is not official? Why will you have a total that is not official?
Yes. This is what I'm saying. I did not. That one is not recommended for the official.
So what is that total about?
The weekly submission. The
So
one that is that is correct figure. That's what I have taken to council.
But yes, that is what is taken to council.
Yes.
But what is the 28,725 for?
I don't know that.
How comes? How comes you don't know that?
Yeah, because These
How is
are
that possible?
these are done years ago. So if I want to remember all those things, I don't think I'll tell
No,
you the correct
you don't have to
the
remember.
correct statement.
That's true. You don't have to remember all those things. You have to have it on record. My
Yeah,
point
but-
is, the GTR says $27,000 that was paid.
Yeah, lead counsel, but the importance of the receipt, the officer receipt, is to confirm and then have belief on it.
Why do you have a cash book?
To put your jottings there.
Why must you do the jottings there in the
Pardon?
cash book? Why must you have put or do your jottings in the cash book?
For record purpose.
What kind
or
of record?
referential.
For
official use.
For official use.
Yes.
So that people can see whether the amount you collect
is right or wrong.
Exactly.
And when it is audited, they are certified with it. I think it's okay.
No, they are satisfied with it.
They are certified with it. This is why,
But you and I know that is not what is normal in Brikama Area Council. You and I know you can have a receipt for less or more than the amount that you actually collect.
Then it will be written that you fall short.
Not all the time, but now just explain this. You have a receipt, yes. $27,000 is dated the 10th of June 2021. Is that not the case? It's signed by Mr. Kante, the cashier.
Yes.
But your recordings throughout, you have a total that you wrote for $28,725.
Now, lead counsel, can you accept that one is a wrong figure?
No,
the correct one
I
is what has
cannot
been
accept-
tendered
I
and
cannot
then
accept that.
verified by the auditors.
Mr.
and
Jawara,
certified.
Mr. Jawara,
Yes.
we expect you to observe decorum. And you listen when he finished talking, so that when you speak, we can listen to you and understand what you are saying. Did you get that?
Yes.
I did not hear what you said.
Yes, I heard it.
Can we please proceed?
Yes, so Mr. Jawara, now that collection, let's just do a rough estimate. The first amount starts from Thursday, 3rd June 2021. That's the first amount that is collected. Collected. So if it is correct, we will know. We will accept. If it is wrong as well, you will also have to accept. Let me give you back your cash book. I will direct where you will have to look at. You will see the first amount is 6,500. The second amount, that's the third, the fourth, and that's the fifth. That's where you have the total. You see that? 6,500. So you call out each subtotal, then we will see whether it matches with the grand total. Do you understand that, sir?
Okay.
Now, what is the first amount?
$6,500.
Into the microphone and please increase your voice.
6,500.
6,500.
Yes.
What is the date of the collection? The date is there. It is very clear that you can see.
Thursday, 3rd.
Thursday,
3rd.
3rd of what?
June
Which year?
2021.
Please louder, please. The next one?
4,450.
4,450.
Yes.
Date?
7 June 2021.
What's the date?
7th June 2021.
Okay. The next one?
7875.
No, give me the figure.
7,875.
7,800
75.
875.
Yes.
Date?
8 June 2021.
The next one.
The next one, 12,550.
12,550.
Yes.
Date.
Seventh, 9th June 2021.
9th June. Is that all?
No, it was,
Is that all?
no, excuse me, that one is a continuation.
Yes, yes. That is what gives you the grand total. That's the last one.
Excuse
Do you-
me, lead counsel.
Come again.
Where you have the 7,875.
Yes.
It's a continuation to this, and then the last figure for that date is 12,550.
Yes.
Yes.
We have that. There are 4.
No, the 7,000 is a continuation. BF.
It's a
The
continuation.
yes. Then the total figure for that day, is 12,550.
Let me have your book. The total figure is how much?
Pardon?
You say what is the total?
The last total is 300 and
Mr. Is it Jawara?
yes,
This is your cash book.
yes,
We need you to give us the exact
figure,
figure.
yes.
The subtotals you have,
That's what I'm giving.
that will give you the grand total in the receipt you have.
Okay,
It has to be the same. Of course, you know that where I'm driving at. It has to be the same amount.
okay,
Is that not the case?
Yeah.
So do we do it again? The first amount is 6,500.
yes,
3rd June 2021.
yes,
Second amount is 4,550.
yes.
7th June 2021. The third amount 7,875.
No, that of the 7,875, this is where the lands up, and then, I brought it forward, the amount for that is 12,550.
What do you add? Which two subtotals do you add?
For example, if you are adding up to the
What
last,
are the two figures do you have? These two subtotals you added to give you $12,000 plus.
starting from here, the 7,001, I brought it forward, then write the 7,000 on top of the page, add it together. The last figure.
Add it to what? What did you add it to?
The 7,000.
Plus
I added.
two?
I brought it forward
Yes, and then you add it to?
to the amount of, the amount of monies I have here.
How much?
Then that gives you.
How much? What did you add it to?
Now 175 plus 350, plus 300, sorry.
How much did you add it to? Just tell us.
Lady Council, what I'm trying to say here is the money collected for that particular day is 12,575 and 55. That's what I'm.
What is the date?
7.
Now, Mr. Jawara.
The date is 8.
Mr. Jawara.
Yes.
To make things easy for you, what is the amount on the receipt you have?
The amount is $27,000.
$27,000 exactly.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what is the total collection that gave you this amount? Now, give it to us one at a time.
That's what I've. Okay.
No. Let's start first. Maybe that will be easy for you. You have a receipt for $27,000. Your entire collection.
6,500.
No, just wait a minute. Your entire collection must amount to $27,000. Do you agree with that?
It must, pardon?
You have a receipt, GTR receipt for $27,000.
Yes.
Given to you by Mr. Kante.
Yes.
Now your entire collections, what you have recorded must amount to $27,000. Correct? Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Yes, the entire collection, yes.
Yeah, so let's take it one.
Okay.
Let's take it one at a time. Now let's start. What is the first amount?
$6,500.
6,500. The second one?
4,450.
Third one?
20.
How much? The third one? Sir?
Excuse me. $4,325.
4,325. The fourth one?
12,550.
12,550.
Yes.
Can you tell us how much that is altogether?
Pardon?
That will be 27,825.
20?
7,825.
Well,
You still have not mentioned the 7,875, but let me help you. Give me your cash book. So what, even going by your own, the numbers you have called out, they don't even make up for the amount you have on the receipt, correct? Do you agree?
this is what I'm saying. It's not a correct figure.
How do I know now? Yes, come again.
I said, I do not rely on that. That one is not a correct figure. That's why.
That's what, it's not what? I can hear
It's
you.
not correct jotting.
No, you have, listen, you had stated clearly in your cash book that on Thursday, 3rd June 2021, you have all the jottings there. And the amount you have is $6,500. Do you follow?
Yes.
Then Friday, the following day, 4th June 2021, you have 4,450. Do you follow? And the jottings are there. The people you have collected the monies from, their number and the amount, and the receipt. Is that not the case? You then have Monday, 7th June 2021, 4,325. Do you follow?
Yes.
And the names are there and their numbers and the receipt that you issued. Then you have Tuesday, 8th June 2021, you have $7,875. Their names are there and the receipts are there. Then you brought it forward, like you said. So when you brought that amount forward, then you have to calculate that amount altogether now. That's what gave you that 28,725 that you wrote as a grand total. Do you follow?
Yes.
Do you follow what I'm saying?
Yes, I heard what you are saying.
Yeah. So, but your receipts they do not tally with the amount that you were given.
You see that my weekly transaction doesn't tally with the weekly.
Yes.
Weekly submission.
Yes.
No, at the main office.
Yes. Do you know why?
No.
Why will you have an amount that is not the same with the GTR?
Why do I?
Why will you have an amount that is not the same with the GTR that you have?
My last sittings here, I do told you that sometimes you'll start to produce a receipt and then the machine will freeze. Now when that happens, if you call the guys responsible, sometimes what do happen was they will give you a fresh receipt, you understand, and then this other one will be pending and it marks as a receipt. So, but this is exactly what was happening. So the amount at some point cannot be, it cannot be tallied.
All right, Mr. Jawara.
Yes.
Do you know that if you have an amount that you've recorded and you have a lesser amount in your GTR, you'll be liable for it? You'll be responsible?
Yes, if it is not, if it doesn't correspond with the weekly submission amount written by the officials.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, the ones I have given you, the list, you will probably have questions from the commissioners. It will be done with you today until you provide us with evidence of the collections we can see in the bank that I have given you to write. Able Chair, I hand over to you.
My date of birth is 25th September 1975 official. It's not the reality on the ground. All my official documents is 1975.
Now I am asking you, what is your real birthday?
72.
Which month?
I wouldn't know that exactly, but I was born in 72 exactly.
Sorry?
I say I don't know the real month and the date.
So your official documents are false documents. Is that what you are telling us?
No, I wouldn't say that certainly, because
Mr. Jawara, you have just said officially. So which means unofficially, you understand, you don't know your date of birth. Is that not what you are telling us?
This is what was given to me previously. Upon arriving of government civil servant in our village in 80s, my guidance gave them my right figure. They said, no, I'm too small, I cannot be at that age, I cannot have at that age, at that point in time. People next to me, let's say my younger brothers, were giving a higher, years, bigger than mine. So therefore, from there, I started with that. Upon seeing my mother, I saw my younger brother's date of birth. I did, birth certificate there. That was the time I realized that this is not my real, date of birth. The one given to them and they rejected in 80s, was false. They could have, complied with my parent at the time. So all my official document, what was written there is 25th September 1975.
But Mr. Jawara, having realized that the so-called officials are the, which officials gave you that?
They were medical personnel, I could remember.
Medical personnel?
Yes.
But then when you grew up, didn't you think it was prudent and right for you to correct it so that you will not misrepresent facts that you know are true?
Well, it already met me in my primary school. This is what they have written there. I went to, and all the other document. It is 25th September 1975, officer. This is what.
So, it will be correct to say that your date of birth is not correct.
Well, which one? For 75?
The 25th of September, 1975.
Yes, it's not correct.
It's not correct.
But it's accepted officially across the board.
2018, 2019.
Yes.
When you collect revenue, did you pay into the bank or did you pay over the counter at the cashier's office at the council? 2018 and 2019.
We paid it to the counter at the time.
At the cashier?
I think, yes.
Who was the cashier then? Who was the cashier?
Anyway, somebody was there before Lamin Kantong. I couldn't remember the person. Was it Sedikan?
2018 and 19. You cannot remember?
I couldn't remember that. Yeah.
Please find out and let us know when you come back. Please write it down. Your assessment record. Note it for you to bring us your assessment records from 2018 to 2023.
Okay.
Can you write it down, please? You have indicated in your statement that the audit reports, the audit queries that were done,
Yes.
you have paid the amounts.
Yeah.
Why would you suppress revenue?
I think this question has been thrown to me here.
I'm not hearing what you are saying, Mr. Jawara.
Why would I do what?
Why would you suppress revenue?
Well, Commissioner, this is that's the nature of human being.
That's the major what?
This is the nature of human being. There's no perfect person on earth.
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
But if it happens that way, you paid it and apologize, I think, generally it should be accepted.
It is not you that will demand that it be accepted. Your own is to, you've been found wanting.
Yes.
You have paid. Whether the apology is accepted, it is not within your purview.
Yes, I do know that, I understand that, but definitely this is the human nature.
Yes.
Yes. If you make, erroneous mistake, definitely you should subdue.
Now let me, is it a culture at the Brikama Area Council? Because no single collector have come here and us not finding that in their cash books or in their financial transactions, that they are found wanting in the area of suppressing revenues that they collect in the field that is supposed to go to the accounts of the council. And is it something that you found happening at Brikama Area Council?
Well, here I will blame the administration. This is, it is the wrong system that has been adopted. And even today, it is the same system that has been going on. Hadn't been that, all the executive or all the responsible individuals does their job as, as ordained or, as expected. Definitely, what is happening here or what is trending today will not happen. Because we have the line managers, we have the audit. These audits are our aiders. These people, they are our government, they are our guides. Once you don't come for submission or you have an issue, with regards to, revenue suppression, they should call. If hadn't been done, there are good managers, they could have called your line managers. You call Mr. X, he has something to do here, or he has something to solve, to answer here. Then that person would simply come. You understand? Solve that problem within this within the framework of council. Not it would come like this. Definitely, they are not fit for that purposes.
But you agree that this has been going on for the duration of time you have spent in the Brikama Area Council?
Well, certainly, I cannot say that, but then, this came as a surprise to me.
What? What came as a surprise to you?
This trending that we are in. This unforeseen, situation that we have seen, that we have found ourselves in. It should not be like this. They could have averted this problem.
So, were you at any point in time aware of the financial manual, what it says with respect to what you are supposed to do, you people that work under the finance department?
I don't understand that statement. I don't hear you properly.
Let me rephrase the question.
I don't hear you.
Yes. Do you know that there is a financial manual
Okay.
that gives direction as to what is supposed to be done Are you aware of that?
No,
And you have never had access
I never had
or
access.
opportunity to read that document?
No, I never had, chance to. I don't have access to read that book. I've never seen that book.
Document.
Yes.
All right. So, thank you. Yes, Mr. Fa.
Mr. Jawara,
Yes.
in your witness statement, you stated that you joined the Brikama Area Council in 2004
Yes.
as a commission-based collector.
Yes.
And then in 2009, your services were terminated. And then you were officially appointed in 2013.
Yes.
You have also stated in your witness statement that you hold a bachelor's degree in development studies from the University of the Gambia.
Yes.
When did you graduate from the University of the Gambia?
2022.
20?
In the year 2022.
2020? 2022.
Yes.
And still you are a revenue collector.
Yes.
Who sponsored your studies?
Myself.
Yourself.
Part of it, Area Council, and the other one, MOHES, Ministry of Higher Education.
Were you promoted upon graduation?
No, just of recent, 2 weeks back today, when I was issued a letter from the Honorable DF that to be the overseer of Return Tax Department.
Why did you choose to study development studies when you were a collector? You could have gone into finance and some other courses, but still you went on to graduate in development studies and then return to continue as a collector, which is a much junior position.
Well, that has never been my intention to come back as a revenue collector, one. Well, secondly, I study development because that area is marketable, and Brikama Area Council, would really need development officers and other institutions because, development work must be attained by the by area councils. So therefore, I would have loved to work or to be transferred internally in the development sector.
But then did you request for an internal transfer?
Yes, I did it. In fact, I wrote that letter to the chairman, and I wrote one to the current CEO, if I could remember very well, and then the other one to Mr. Kamara, the present one.
All right, thank you.
Yes. Mr. Jawara, how much did Brikama Area Council expend towards your program?
$39,000 is.
39,000.
Yes.
Do you have records of that?
Yes.
Can you provide us with that?
Let me check. If it is not there, then it will be at home.
Yes, please note it. Please note it down. Now, I'm going to give you exhibit LGC/LJ/BKAC/001, and you read me the last paragraph of this said exhibit. Can you read the last paragraph of that exhibit? What is that? What is the title of that document?
Offer of appointment of commission basis as revenue collector.
Commission-based revenue collector.
Yes.
Please read the last paragraph.
You are required to conform to acquaint yourself with Finance Manual and the Local Government Act.
So, when you were appointed
Yes.
as commission collector, not even confirmed at the council, your letter indicated that you should acquaint yourself with the financial manual
Yes.
and the act. Did you do that?
Well, I don't,
You didn't.
but practically, yes.
But I asked you earlier, I said whether you knew anything about this financial manual. You said you never knew what the financial manual is all about. You've never had access to it. You've never read it. Is that not what you told us?
Actually, I don't lay my hand on it. But I think in it would be the guidelines of not, tampering with the public fund, and that I have been abiding with it.
But you just admitted to us now
Yes.
that you have committed human error by expending money which is not yours, and that the auditors queried you and you've repaid it. So what are you telling us again?
This is what I'm trying to say,
No,
Commissioner.
you are not trying to say anything, Mr. Jawara.
Okay.
Now, the issue is that the financial manual and the act has provided for what you are supposed to do.
Okay.
And in your cash book, you are given receipts from Mr. Canton Kante,
Yes.
your main cashier, from 2018 to 2019. These are receipts that are inconsistent with what he has to give to you. And you accepted those receipts as evidence of you giving him money. Is that correct?
To give who money? Canton, you mean?
Yes.
Yes.
I said, is that correct? You accepting receipts that are not correct receipts from Canton Kante. Is that correct?
No. It has never been correct.
Huh?
No.
It has
We were all paying to Canton.
Yes, that is what
We
I'm
were
saying.
all. Every other person were paying to Canton.
Did you understand my question? Did you understand my question?
Okay.
Now, my question is, the GTR receipts
Yes.
that Mr. Kante has given you
Yes.
as evidence of you paying money to him,
To him. Yes.
the receipts are wrong.
They are wrong.
They are wrong. It's because you did not know what the financial manual has said with respect to these GTRs. Throughout your cash books, he will give you a receipt which is a license receipt or a land transfer receipt. Is that correct? Any sort of receipt he will give you,
Yes.
except for the correct receipts that he is supposed to give you, evidencing the fact that you have given him money, and in turn he has given you the correct receipt to prove that you have given him money. Were you aware of that?
No. Then
So for you, any paper that was given to you is okay. So you did not read it, you did not take your time to find out whether that receipt that was given to you is correct or not. Since it's qualified as a receipt, you are okay with that?
no, not since it's qualified as a, but since it's qualified as Brikama Area Council rated, and the logo also is there.
Now, you working as a revenue collector,
Yes.
you are given GTRs, right?
Yes.
Can you tell us why you are given GTRs? Receipt books?
GTR receipts are given to us to authenticate that this receipt came from the office of BAC. Yes.
And you are giving it, the GTR is a booklet, and
Yeah,
it has receipt number 1 to 50 or receipt number 1 to 100.
Yes.
Is that not the case?
Yes.
Now, if you set aside that GTR and you take another receipt book in Brikama Area Council, which is different from that GTR, which has a serial number and a revenue headline, a revenue head that says its rates and taxes. Would it be correct for you to have given a taxpayer a different receipt, which is not the one that you are supposed to give to the person?
Well,
would it be correct? Answer that first.
Would it be correct to give out a falsified receipt, you mean?
No, a different receipt which is different from what you are supposed to give them.
It will not be correct.
That is my case with Canton Kante. I said that is my case with Canton Kante and you, the collectors. Because the receipts he has been giving you are not correct receipts. That you put on your cash book are not correct receipts. And when we asked him, he said he gives you these receipts because the receipt books that he is supposed to give to you is finished.
Yes, I think then the executive could have, should know better. They should know what to do.
But you should also
you see, excuse me, ma. You see, one thing that people, that our administrators should understand, and it has been trending in this country for so long, that it comes from up. We, the lower people wouldn't know anything about these things. What is our responsibility is to go and collect the rate and tax, you come and give out. If the false receipts have been given to us, definitely the CEO, the DF, and whoever is, and all the top brass should be responsible.
Thank you. You are done with the witness, the counsel? We have asked you to produce certain things for us.
Yes.
Were you able to bring them the last time you appeared before us? We asked you to note certain things, and particularly for me, I have asked you to go and find out certain things. Were you able to do that? You've said you did not understand what is a CRBR, yes, and I gave you some receipts.
Excuse me, this is original documents.
Can we have the exhibit? Please give to the registrar. Were you able to get those informations?
Yes, I get the CRBR.
Yes.
That is the cash revenue books register.
Yes.
Yes.
You know anything about that?
Yes.
What is it?
Now that is the book that if your cash book is finished, or if your GTR is finished, you go and tender that, you submit that, and they will give you the new one. Then your name will be written on it.
So now you understand what is the CRBR?
Yes.
Thank you. When did you need him to come back?
We will communicate to the witness through the registrar.
So please provide the other documents that we have asked you to provide, in addition to these ones. Okay. The registrar will let you know when you are supposed to be back.
Okay.
Thank you. You are temporarily discharged. Please call in the next witness.
Is this your pen?